does pretty much everything. His second ability, the Taser, is a little bit so-so, but the rest of the abilities are top tier. Strong laner, different than what he was before. I want to touch upon the Lich as well. This hero also has potential. We don't see him too often. He's going to be starting with just one Mango, but a lot of regen. So that means that your Phantom Lancer is not going to get too much in terms of the regeneration. And Underlord, of course. Like this hero, I've been flaming it a lot. During covering different regions, but I feel like this is a good Underlord game because he's not going to get pressured in the lane that much, and also Root Mechanic against CK, and also Ember Spirit, even techies, like it works really well.
Yeah, and sort of nowadays, obviously, with the very cool-looking new ultimate on Underlord, conceptually, what kind of cool moves can you look to use this for as an Underlord, do you think?
It can speed up your game. You can go back to base and come back, like, if you're low enough, like you can't take Roche, you can potentially go back, heal up, take the Roche, especially in the mid-game. Yeah. You can move around the map, like you can go for a gank, it gives you that global presence. It's not, that hard to execute, but it still feels a little weird when you see this in action.
We're going to see a bit of a contest here around the runes, but Mar already able to pick it up before Tofu was able to get in with the jump. We'll see how we get these lanes setting up. See who's going to have to deal with Tofu in that lane. It looks like, so he's going to be bottom with Ace. So you're going to have this Mars Techies lane. And you feel this is a lane that could be a bit annoying for a PL?
I don't think PL is going to struggle in this lane. There is always a kill threat, but he should be okay. I would say Lich needs to be careful about his positioning. If he gets caught by a sticky bomb, Lich doesn't have too much movement speed, 295, and also Spear plus Rebuke. Like, once they get level 2 on side of Gaming Gladiators on bottom, I think Lich needs to be very careful.
Let's have a look, see Tofu. And with the blast. Happily trading with the two of them. See how well Misha can trade back. And she pointed out, just with the one Mango, so can't go too heavy on the spam at the moment, Misha.
Yeah, usually we see more Mangoes, like less Tangos, because a Frost Blast is very costly, 110 mana. It's a decent amount of damage, but Tofu so far, he used Blast Off 2 times, and Yuragi's sitting at half HP on the bottom lane.
Look at the other lane matchups. In the mid, 6 for 2 against the 3-1. So BZM getting some good CS in, making sure to use that Dragon Tail to mess with some of Boom CS, especially around these range creeps. Back down bottom. You can very much feel this pressure already, just building up on these two.
And they are level 2, so this I think Lich is First Blood material. He definitely looks like he's gonna die. Has a healing salve. Try to force a healing salve possibly on Lich, but Yuragi is also dropping low, so he might need to save this salve and use it on Yuragi instead.
Looking at things on the top side of the map. 7 for 2 against the 8 and 3, so both cores very beefy up on this top side, so it shouldn't be pressured too heavily by each team supports the Eye and the Hoodwink, not scaring them too much at this stage. See Celery being able to keep the lane under good control here for Dracho to farm safely. See Yuragi. Let's able to dodge the blast of the bomb there with the doppelganger. So well, that will certainly help against some of the damage that Tofu's going to be throwing out, but still, it's got to be careful.
Misha will need to bring some extra regen. He's bringing 6 Tangos right now because there is a lot of harassment coming out from the techies. And I love the build on Tofu this game. Has a bit more regen, has a full Magic Wand and a Fairy Fire. So that allows him to survive. Like, he already has 7 Magic Wand charges, so very hard to kill.
Definitely not appealing to go on. I mean, Misha again. It's going to take a little bit of damage. Yuragi's attempting to get in the face with the two of them. The spear will miss.
Yeah, that wasn't Mars. That was someone else. Well, what's his other name? Is that Ares? From the one is from Greek mythology. The other one is.
I mean, Ares is also a god of war.
Yeah. So yeah, that wasn't Mars. That was Ares actually missing the spear.
Top Dracho. get aggressive on Tiger, but there's a lot of damage coming in with the Firestorm. Tiger will put the Fairy Fires, but it won't be enough to save him. And we'll get that first blood. They punish the Hoodwink, getting a little too close, and against the sustain of the Yayo, Amar not able to do quite enough damage in return with the Firestorm.
You wanted to go with me.
Also at the top lane, they did cut down all the trees, so Hoodwink doesn't have much trees to work with, at least on the middle side of the lane.
Obviously back down bottom, as you expected. Misha does get taken out by Tofu. On the mid lane, ends up being completely even here between BZM and Boom.
Yeah, you would expect that. I don't think there's too much of a kill threat. Boom going for more points on Flame Guard knows that there's no way he can take off the Flame Guard with his abilities, so it's all good. And Dragonite just tanking up, not going for the bottle. One of the mid laners that doesn't get it. Garacho, he's just straight up dead.
And they have enough damage. The level 4 on Amai hits pretty hard, and he has enough to make sure that Garacho can't run. Even with the help of Celery at this stage, there's too much overwhelming damage from the two of them, so good hit back on that lane as Tiger returns. CS down bottom. I mean, both carries. Definitely feeling the heat, you can see in the last hits. Suffering a similar amount in their safe lanes. 14 and 3 for Duracho.
Yeah, that's why the last pick, Underlord, he feels really safe. There's just not enough burst damage coming out early on from CK and IO, so he feels very safe. Also putting an extra point in Atrophy Aura. From what I've seen, people don't do that, but I think he just wants to remove a lot of CK's damage early on, and just, he gets more damage, which means it's going to be easier to last hit. Right now, he has 17 denies on this Underlord, so I guess that's why.
All this stuff from Aman. Now with the Soul Ring, spam is going to be even heavier. 3 wave or so, he'll have that Firestorm ready to lay down and heavily contest Dracho. 6-minute power rune comes in. It's going to be secured here for Boom. Celery heading over, making sure the BZM is not able to interrupt that. And they're going to try and run down BZM. Tofu jumping in underneath the tower. Remnant forward. Magical burst with the Slide of Fist. An extra bit of physical enough from Boom to take down the kill. Good moves from Gaimin Gladiators around that rune spawn.
Having a Dragonite on mid lane sometimes might give you that false sense of security where you're like, oh, he's fine, we don't have to rotate, and they're forcing out the Glyph, still keeping the Catapult alive. And also on the side lanes, Ace is getting some levels, and PK on the top as well.
And then we'll bring the Lich over to the mid just to try and help reduce some of the damage coming in, but still it's a lot to be done. 6 minutes in, that tower taking quite the beating here from that play from Gaimin Gladiators.
You also stop Dragonite from what he wants to do. He wants to be the one pressuring the tower, and it happened quite the opposite.
And Gaimin Gladiators, with that move that they made as well, they didn't really sacrifice too much on the side lane, so they'll be able to return to their positions here as the supports. See an attempt on the setup in mid, but not going to have anywhere near enough damage to threaten Boom. Just a bit of lockdown, that's all. So Boom totally fine.
Boom is very efficient. He already has Remnant on a mid lane, farms the small camp.
Oh, bottom.
Ragi in a trouble, but gonna be okay.
Yeah, Tofu didn't quite get the connection there with the mine, so Ragi's fine and back in space here. I'll be able to heal him back up. Connection with the bomb there probably would have got that kill. So a little unfortunate there for Tofu. Mid, BZM, now that he's got the Dragon Form up, wants to try and get the pressure on the tower, but Boom's holding the defense, and he has got Tofu by his side. BZM may not be able to get as much done as he'd hoped for. We'll see around the 8-minute power rune. It is going to be top. It'll be a DD. Boom does have remnants to play with, so could look to jump for it, but he's not going to try. Knows that there's a lot of OG around. So BZM will get the space to pick that up, and get back in and get a few more hits off on the tower here. Top lane. Gaimin Gladiators, they're looking for a bar. Oh, he's out of there. See ya. Quick reset back to base.
I mean, this is why ulti is much more powerful than the previous one, because you can do this, and he's now back. It's like free TP pretty much.
Oh, that's very nice, yeah. Not a lot you could do to stop that as well.
One cool play that I just thought of you can do. Let's say, I don't know, you are ganking an Invis hero and you don't have a dust edge or your other, and so you put a Fiend's Gate, he goes back, buys a dust, and comes back through the gate, and then
just hold her a minute, I'm coming back, I'm going to come and dust you. I mean, there's definitely a lot that we could see being done with it. You know, we've not got to see this hero much at all in pro play, so it's going to be interesting to see what Amar comes up with. If there's going to be some cute moves.
The game is very slow in terms of kills. We only have 4 kills, 9 minutes in, which was what started happening, I would say, like 1 or 2 months ago, where people just tended to focus more on the lanes and understood like the strengths of certain lineups, so we don't see as many kills. The games are not as chaotic.
See mid, second round of the Elder Dragon form, boom. As soon as he catches eyes of Tiger, he's out. Doesn't want to be caught in that there. And bringing in the 3 of them, Misha also coming to help out here to allow BZM sort of the confidence to step up and hit that tower, but it's still hard. You know, Gaimin Gladiators really making sure that this tier 1 tower doesn't go down too easily to the push of BZM.
Both teams really relying heavily on having this tower alive. Pre-10 minutes. Amar on the top lane, what a chat. He has 4 points in Atrophy Aura, plus 160 damage, keeps Power Treads on agility to have more attack speed on top of that, just so he can stay on top of the network. So both off-laners having a really nice time in this game.
Yeah, but wise Amar, go for that rod, so he's going to eventually have that extra root control around the pit as well, so a lot of lockdown. Which is going to be very nice, that extra root against heroes like the Ember Spirit.
When you say extra root, that's going to be their only root, because he still doesn't have a point in Pit of Malice.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing as well.
He's very good. Amar is, you know, carry. It's all good bushwhack, catches him mid-air.
Oh, poor old Tofu. He didn't even get the chance to land there as he gets caught out. And Duracho, that's the backup coming in. As Ace. Arena down. See if he's got the damage to take down Amar. Amar's able to get another Firestorm off. The Chain Frost won't quite bounce the way of Duracho, but it's enough damage to take down Ace. Tiger has got another bit of a catch onto Duracho. If they've got any control, they do. There's the skill in the pit. A little bit of a route. Doesn't matter, though. Speed's still there. But the pole, as Duracho's able to get out.
Oh, that fight would have been different very much if there was a blast off coming out from Techies. Level 2, but the silence and the extra damage that they needed. And we can see the power of the Fiend's Gate once again. And they're back.
Get their mana up, get their items, and get back to the gaming.
Not a bad ulti. Like, this is really good usage of it. Amar staying on top of the net worth right now, picks up his items. Very strengthy with the item build that he decided to go for. Like, the Power Treads gives him extra 10 strength and also like Soul Rings, 2 crowns. This is going to be a tower, and on the bottom lane, Duracho will start to beat down on the tower, which he's going to get it eventually. But the big timing is going to be Yuragi picking up the Diffusal Blade, so they will probably try to get one more fight going with the Phantom Lancer. He doesn't necessarily need to join, don't get me wrong, because he is relatively squishy, so it might backfire, so he just might continue to farm up. And if there's a fight near him, he'll gladly join with Div.
All in all, though, OG's definitely going to be quite happy. These are the objectives that they've been able to take, and now BZM's back in the mid, making sure that Gaimin Gladiators, they themselves won't get quite as simple of a chance to finish this tier 1. And Amar is able to start taking away some of the farm from Gaimin Gladiators jungle. Tofu in with the warding, trying to set up this area for them to have a bit of a go. Tiger not quite getting the control on Tofu, so he's fine, but the jump will be there for BZM next time round. The Blink Dagger's done for the DK. And they're looking to make a move straight away with that pickup. So OG, they'll head out with the smoke. Maybe look to see if they can find someone in Gaimin Gladiators jungle.
Chain Frost is available. This is a lot of damage. Like, this is very good against CK and the illusions, especially early on, because you have one illusion at level 1 ulti, so you know the bounces are gonna come out. Boom, Dragonite stun, here we go.
There's the jump. Have they got the follow-up lockdown? They do. No chance for Boom there. They've got a lot of great control here on OG's heroes.
Even the Chain Frost there, just to be sure, because he is very elusive. The amount of control that they got, they need to execute it perfectly. The others don't have the blink, so they need to position themselves well. So I don't mind, you know, seeing the Chain Frost there just to be sure, because if he runs away, then you wasted like,
then you're gonna feel
movement
bad.
of 4 heroes, 30+ seconds, and you didn't get anything out of it.
Absolutely, yeah. You got to throw everything in for those sort of kills. Especially in a game where, you know, there hasn't been many. So highly likely that there might not even be that much action until the skill, the ultimate, comes back online anyway. So.
Gaming Gladiators, they want to do the same thing. Mars just picked up a blink dagger, so they also want to go for a kill.
Let's have a look, see what Ace can find here with the jump. There's a Mai zooming around with a haste rune. They've caught him with the chains. They've dropped the arena here to control the Underlord, and with Boom on top of them, they'll try and take him down, but Amar pretty beefy. They don't quite have the damage to finish him off. Amar's going to be able to walk away, and Ace, he's getting chased down by Uragi with the Diffusal Blade. So after the jump from Gaming Gladiators, it's them that's going to lose a hero. Dracho, he'll pop the ult, but do Gaming Gladiators really want to get back and involved in this? We'll see that
here comes
forward,
PL,
but he's caught in the pit. They commit straight onto Boom. That's going to be the Ember Spirit going down. Dracho looks towards Uragi, but Uragi's out and safe. As OG, they find a third. Nobody dying. And look at this value.
5-man Fiends game.
Oh, look at this value here. Straight back to base. Everybody heals up, gets their mana, gets their items, back out onto the enemy side of the map.
He needs a bit more time. He has so much HP, so he needs more time to regen up. He's having a lot of fun with this one, and they can continue the pressure. So this ultimate, really good usages so far from Amar, and he's so tanky with the build. He's going BKB next, so he understands they have like no real damage coming out when he gets the BKB. So I'd say he's going to be unkillable. And also Uragi joining the fight to not getting killed. We can see that he was relatively squishy there. Good jump on Io.
It's going to be another kill for OG. 8 for 3. I mean, yeah, without a doubt, just the capabilities of this ultimate from Amar, it really allows OG to just keep that pressure on. You know, there's no time where somebody's got to go back, TP, walk back out to the action. That quick reset just allows them to keep this huge amount of pressure up against Gaming Gladiators.
Taiga doesn't have an ulti, so they will not try to go for a kill. PL was not close by. Also, Frost Shield, the skill that we didn't talk about, 60% damage reduction on physical against CK and the illusions is pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, we saw there that had just that extra bit of protection, making it so hard for Gaming Gladiators to jump and kill Amar, even as low as he was. That was the reveal with that blink. You know, usually something that they'd hope for some sort of big impact with, but they didn't find it. They make the jump, they end up ending in a team fight where they lose 3 themselves. Over in the mid, they're going to have the lockdown, they're going to have the damage. Quick jump onto Boom. ZOG continue to build this lead, and Gaming Gladiators starting to get left behind a little bit.
Yeah, also adding a little bit of spice, couple of tips here and there when they get the kill. Now the damage output is there. Like we see Dragonite picking up the shard. Gaming Gladiators, they're gonna struggle. Like they managed to shut down this CK completely. They have the tools. You have Breathe Fire to remove the damage from them. You also have Underlord and Lich. Like they're not gonna deal damage. This is something that OG has been doing when they were winning TI. Just the way they've been playing, you know, exploiting these things in the game, that trying to break the game. And it seems like the new OG squad also found a way.
The game plan's definitely working out so far for them here in this match. So Gaming Gladiators, they're going to look to try and strike again. Smoke up. They weren't successful on the hunt last time round, maybe this time. As it was BZM on the high ground. And he's going to spot them and be able to blink away from this move in time. Ace does still manage to close the gap, but it's going to take a little longer for the rest of his team to catch up to him. So whilst he does connect with the spear, they're not able to do anything with it. Unfortunately for Gaming Gladiators, again, the smoke won't result in anything for him.
The longer they wait, I think the chances of them winning this game on side of Gaming Gladiators is just gonna drop. Because Phantom Lancer, once he tanks up, I don't think they have what it takes to be able to deal with PL illusions once he gets to his third item. Whether that was gonna be Scotty or Hart, he just wants to be able to tank up. Techies, he's bringing out something, probably gonna be the shard. Yeah, this shard is extremely good because you can buy it 15 minutes in, cast range increased by 300. It's also almost 2 seconds stun. A lot of text, as we can see, a lot of changes. DLDR, shard equals good.
Let's have a look what Dracho does here. He's going to pop the Phantasm. Chain Force will clear out the illusions, but no connection onto the real hero.
Oh, he's outside. I mean, they're still going to get the kill, but it's only Lich.
Yeah, Ma wasn't quite clipped by the arena, so he's fine, keeps himself to a safe distance. Of course, at this stage, Lich kill's still not going to feel too great for Gaimin Gladiators. They know that with each moment passing, these cores of OG are staying just that bit ahead. Amar in particular, BKB done. Look for the Shiva's Guard next. Yeah, he just got a complete tank build. BKB, Shiva's Heart, you know, as you said it, you know, he doesn't want to die this game, Amar.
I can't blame him. The damage reduction, like that we mentioned, Atrophy Aura is 35%, the Dragonite Breathe Fire is 25%, and also physical 60% on a Frost Shield. So these illusions and CK, like, they're not going to deal any right clicks. Also, this combo, this is going to be super powerful. Dragonite Shard Fireball deals decent amount of it, and there also, it looks pretty cool.
It does, you know. It's like, you don't want to be standing in that spot, but you don't have much choice when Amar's got that lockdown on you. And BZM, he's going to start poking towards the Roche here with the remainder of the Elder Dragon form. And whilst it might not be the quickest, they'll probably have a good shot at doing this. I mean, Mars is still dead for 20 seconds, and even when Ace is up, okay, we'll have the arena when he's back up, but they should be able to clear it in time before he's in the game again. So no chance of Gaimin Gladiators heading over here. OG continue to make their steps towards this victory.
AoE control from OG, I'd say, is a bit too much. Taiga also going for Spirit Vessel, great against any kind of healing coming from IO or CK, and they take the first Aegis. Phantom Lancer will be the one picking it up. Trying to find Tofu. If he burns his mana, he has no way out.
He's instantly out with the TP, doesn't want to mess around with Uragi. See what Gaimin Gladiators look to pull off now during this period where Uragi has the Aegis. It makes things a lot more complicated for them. Tried a few times to make things happen with Ace's Blink Arena, but hasn't quite gone their way. Celery. He'll be able to grab the bouncy rune. He is able to tether away in time. Boom. He'll take the hit. Hard to get out of it, those. BZM starting to run them down, but with the remnants, Boom's able to jump far enough away, and OG won't get the catch.
Lich picked up his shard, which is decent, like Ice Popsicle, whatever it's called, Ice Spire. Chain Frost can bounce off of that, and it also slows the enemies, has 800 HP. So I don't think you want to focus that in a team fight.
They don't really have the best heroes to either. That's Tofu continuing to play very dangerously close to the push of OG. And he'll have to bounce away. There's no holding this tower. As OG, they'll claim as tier 2 slowly. The fortification will be used, but no need to back off too much. They'll finish this one off. As Gaimin Gladiators trying to stick together over in the jungle of OG. The TPs are coming in. They might be in trouble here.
It's been a constant 4K gold lead for OG for quite some time. Jump.
Yeah, straight away onto Ace. We'll see here, Ace, he's going to get taken out. Amar was able to jump across the map here with the Fiend's Gate, and that's going to allow him to provide the route to lock down Boom, and Boom, he can't jump out of it. They keep him completely controlled. Celery on the way back. Also, nowhere for
Amar's
him to
like,
run.
see ya, I don't need to be in this kill. What they could have done is maybe TP away so Dragonite gets more experience.
That would have been big brain.
Yeah, not sure Amar would do that. Like, he's probably sticking there to get some extra damage and XP, possibly a kill as well. We see the power of this Pit of Malice plus Rod of Aethos into another Pit of Malice route, pre-BKB. Chaos Knight did disassemble his Echo Saber, so he has BKB ready. Ember definitely needs one for the next fight.
Yeah. We're seeing stuff from Gaimin Gladiators' side. You know, the farm, it's there for Dracho. You know, Dracho is farming pretty decently. He's keeping up with Uragi. Just the problem that they're having is both Ace and Boom, these two playmaking cores on the Ember and the Mars, they just haven't been able to make any sort of move. OG's been shutting them down and making it almost impossible for these heroes to play the game that they want to in this.
Exactly, and it's very hard to initiate on OG heroes. Yep. Like, you can't just go in and burst Dragonite. You need to, like, go with I'd say, blast off with the Shard, CK stun, and the full Mars Arena if he doesn't get the BKB off. But one Lich Frost Shield could make a difference, and Amar just walking in with his big body, atrophy aura is going to reduce the damage. So it's very difficult for Gaming Gladiators to take the fight. They will probably try once Aegis is down, and they also have a BKB on Ember, because I'm not feeling that they're going to get much stronger compared to how OG's lineup works.
Oh yeah, it's definitely hard to sort of imagine a window ahead of us where this sort of shift in power is going to favor that of Gaming Gladiators. They've just got to find some sort of slip-up, catch OG split up. And even that, of course, proving hard to be if they're not making the move on to Amar. It's always going to have that option of being able to join the team. And as soon as he turns up, you're almost certainly not going to kill him, especially if you've already expended your jump on someone else. So you've got to be prepared to run away from this man. It's mid. Amar starting with a bit of a poke. The rest of OG moving over. Not quite able to get the bushwhack onto Dyrachyo though. Dyrachyo.
He just walks back into his own pit.
Dyrachyo's taking heavy damage here. Celery comes up with the tether, but he's dead. The Chain Frost is out. Ace commits him with the BKB. Arena is down. Tofu trying to rub it. Amar just slices into him here. Gets on top of the techies. They have managed to punch back a bit here, Gaming Gladiators, taking 2 kills themselves onto the support. They're going to end up losing 3. And of course, one of them being that of their carry, Dyrachyo, going down. So OG will continue to be in a space where they can get some hits in onto the tower. It's only Boom and Ace alive.
Gaming Gladiators, they understand, but like, we can't go for the cores. They try to poke on Amar to see how much damage he's going to take. Brought him down to 50% HP, which is just not enough, and they go for the supports. Like, they definitely need to take out supports, probably before Misha can get the ulti off and the popsicle. Oh, Techies did a really nice stun in the backlines. The Shard, he's going to go down. Look at the right clicks from Amar in the fight.
And we saw in that fight as well, Dyrachyo, he did have his BKB, he just didn't use it. He obviously had the option to do so when he turned back into the route, when he just started to try and stand his ground and fight, but didn't get it off in time. Suddenly Dragon Tail's back up, and he's unable to live without that magic immunity on.
And Amar just finished his heart, sitting at the 3.8k HP
oh
right
my
now.
Goodness, yeah, he's having a good one here. 7-0-5 on a hero that we're not really seeing. Amar turning up today. Top net worth, he's having a great showing. So what Gaming Gladiators could do, they're trying to step out of their base. And again, look for these fights off the back of Ace's jumps. Who do they want to jump? Ace is trying to look for the supports, and he has found them. He's caught Misha and Tiger. Tiger will be focused down by Dyrachyo. They get the 2 supports. Now let's see how Gaming Gladiators can deal with the 3 cores. Celery, he'll be focused first by OG. Over to the side, Tofu's trying to run, but BZM's on top of him.
The question is simply they cannot. Like, they just don't have what it takes to kill these cores. Dragonite naturally tanky. They do go in and they do get the kills on support, but that's all they can get. Even PL at this moment has a heart, so it's very hard for them to take a fight. Dragonite also hit level 20. And also going for full AC, so they're gonna be even more tankier.
I mean, yeah, well, what do you do if you're Gaming Gladiators? Because it must feel sort of impossible in this position. Now, as you say, as we're seeing, you are only able to kill the supports. You're not getting any of the cores. You're losing your cores yourselves. You know, 10k lead isn't the biggest of leads, but this game feels kind of over.
Yeah, exactly. So to your question, maybe start thinking, how to approach draft number 2. Because this one feels, I just don't see them having enough damage. They also don't have a break mechanic on their side, which they would definitely love to have against Dragonite and Underlord, but they just don't. So Amar can walk in freely in these fights, and as long as he has mana to TP out, he's gonna be fine.
Well, they can't stop him. As here we have
Jin cute, yeah.
It's going to be a second set of racks almost certainly. I mean, Ace is trying to come in from the backside to get onto the supports, but this time around they're going to be able to turn and find him. That's Ace gone. Not able to catch them by surprise. As OG, they'll keep this push going on here. It's Gaming Gladiators. We may see them tap out soon. I don't know if there's much more they can do. They're going to try with one final fight here, potentially with the buybacks. Let's see what they can pull out. Ace. He's got his hands on the Lich. There's Misha. Now we get the Frost Shield. off, but he'll still die. Over to the side, Dracho attempting to come in onto the course, but again, he just doesn't do the damage. As Amar, he's just running down Dyrachyo. He's got him caught in the pit. Dyrachyo's just dead. Yuragi, he's ready to begin the cleanup. He's over towards Celery.
Dragonite's dropping low.
And he's going to have to jump back himself, though, as he can't stick around to try and finish off the kill. Yuragi's just fighting up by the tier 4s. They're doing barely any damage to this PL whatsoever. As Amar, he's just chilling. BKB's at the ready.
He has a Fiend's Gate if they want to reset. Go back to base, and here we go.
Quick reset, get the mana back up, get BZM back up to full HP. And sort of leave Yuragi to deal with the whole team whilst you buy time before you return. And he's ready to do that. They catch Boom, they catch Celery, there it is, they've had enough now. GG is called as OG. This game 1 victory looking very impressive, and it really did feel with sort of the heroes and everything. There was nothing that Gaimin Gladiators could do. This really did look like one of those games where